What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of K Cards Baseball. Thanks for joining me tonight on this fine Thursday evening, wherever you may be. I am, in fact, making this video on Thursday evening rather than on the normal Wednesday. I did actually make this video last night, but it wasn't very good, so I thought I would try and redo it tonight, and hopefully with a little more success. Tonight we are going to take a look at the Vintage Baseball Card site, which is the site that I use to sell most of my vintage baseball cards. I've had a bunch of subscribers ask me questions about the Vintage Baseball Card site, how to get to it, how to locate it, how to become members, and how to bid on stuff. Tonight I am just going to focus on buying cards on the Vintage Card site rather than the selling. I probably will cover selling at a different time. So this is my Facebook page, and you can see over here in my shortcuts, I do have Vintage Baseball Cards as the #1 shortcut that I use. But you can go up here to the search button and type in Vintage Baseball Cards, and this site will show up. I will just pull it up on here, and this is what the site looks like. You will see Nolan Ryan as the header on the Vintage Baseball Cards site, and once you see him, you will know that you are in the right spot. You can go here and hit the About. It talks about the group rules, which is pretty good information. Only vintage cards permitted, 1985 and prior, unless it is in fact Wacky Wednesday. On Wacky Wednesday you can sell any cards that you wish to do so. Basketball, football, hockey, newer stuff, older stuff, whatever you want to sell on Wacky Wednesday. Goods and services, all sale listings must be priced, yada 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 yada. I'm not going to go into it much further. You guys can take a look at it if you choose to do so. Let's just go to the main page and take a look at that. I think what I'm going to do is pull up a couple of recent auctions that I have run on the Vintage Card site. So the first one I have here is this 1973 Topps claim sale, and a claim sale basically means that I will list cards on here, and whoever claims the card or says that they want it for whatever price that I put out as the claim price, they buy the card. It isn't like a normal auction is, and I'll talk about auctions here in a minute. So this is a 1973 claim sale that I ran on May 27th. When I do my listing, I list the type of claim sale it is. This is a 1973 Topps claim sale. All cards are priced to sell. Very good to excellent or better. No creases on any of the cards. All cards are going to be semi-star or star cards included. And shipping will be $2 for 3 or less cards via PWE. If you don't know what PWE means, it means plain white envelope. Or it is going to be $6.50 for 3 or more cards via BMWT, bubble mailer with tracking. Anytime you ship items in a bubble mailer, it always will have a tracking number attached to it. Shipping a bubble mailer typically costs around $5.50 or so. I do add a little bit extra for the cost of the bubble mailer, top loaders, soft sleeves, and that type of stuff. Then at the end, you always list out your payment information. So this is a PayPal preferred, Venmo okay. Right below that, you will have pictures of some of the cards that are going to be on sale. Anytime you have a claim sale, you break it out into stacks of 4 to 9, sometimes as much as 12. So the first one up I have here is a $3 claim sale. It is of 4 cards: Bob Gibson, Luis Aparicio, Willie McCovey, and Lou Brock. There was some claims that were put in on this particular sale. You can see Greg, one of my regular buyers, bought the Lou Brock card for $3. And Jan Levine bought the number 3 card, which I think was a Willie McCovey, for $3. And the number 2 card, which was Luis Aparicio, also sold for $3. Next up, 25-cent sale for these cards at 25 cents. I do put them in panels of 9. So these ones were basically a quarter a piece. Not too bad of cards. I did put them in very good to excellent condition, which generally means that these cards are going to be no creases on the card, but they're going to have some other types of flaws on them. In this case, most of the cards, as you can see, are generally going to be off-center. The cards that were bought were listed here. So Greg bought number 7. So look down at number 7. It is Rick Russell. Not a bad buy there for 25 cents. Jam bought number 9, and the Mark bought number 2, 3, and 7. So all you do is just go to whatever auction of cards that you might be interested in, look at the cards that they have on a claim sale, and then you just write down the number that you want to purchase within whatever window that the buyer has listed. Pretty easy way to do it. Shortly after you claim the card, the buyer will probably send you an instant message with a list of the cards that you claimed, and then the total cost or total amount that is due, including shipping fees and any other miscellaneous types of information. Greg bought number 10. Here's another Jam bought number 7, and Mark bought 1, 2, 3, and 8 of these list of 12 cards. These cards were actually listed for 40 cents, and you can see here Greg bought number 10, Jam bought number 7, and Mark bought number 1, 2, 3, and 8. Anyways, hopefully that explains a claim sale to you guys. If you have any questions about a claim sale, feel free to let me know. I will answer any questions that you might have. Let's go to an auction and see what an auction looks like. Alrighty, here's an auction that I ran on June 16th of 1968 to 1972. All Hall of Famer cards. All cards are priced to sell. Condition and starting bid price listed in description. 24-hour rules apply. What the 24-hour rules are is that once a potential buyer bids on a card that is up for auction, the clock basically starts ticking at that time. So if no one else bids on that particular card within 24 hours after the original bid is made, the person who made the original bid will get that card for whatever the amount is that he bid. If someone else should come in and bid on that card, the clock basically resets itself and the 24-hour clock starts all over again. And if another buyer does not step in and offer a bid within that 24-hour period, that bidder will get the card. Let's take a look at this auction of 1972 cards. You can see I had a Tom Seaver. I do put in minor crease on the right side. This card, I did put it up for auction for $1 for starting bid price. Dennis Gust came in and bid $1 on it, so he got that very good Tom Seaver card for $1. William McCovey 1968 card, I put a starting bid price of $2. I think it in fact sold for $2. Yep, Dennis Gust again bought it for $2. The next card I had up for sale is this Roberto Clemente game piece. There was a total of 3 bidders on it, I believe. Nope, just one bidder. And it is Scott Hostetler. He got that card for $5. Here is a Carl Yastrzemski that sold for $1. That's a pretty good deal for 68 Yastrzemski. The Reggie Jackson card sold for $5, which is not a bad price at all for a Reggie Jackson 1972 card. That is basically the way an auction goes. It's pretty easy. You just look for whatever auction that you might be interested in offering bids on. You throw down a bid and below the card that you want to bid on and the price that you want to bid. And if you in fact do win that card, the seller will email you, let you know the cost that you owe or how much you owe for the card plus whatever shipping cost that might be added. And shortly after that point, you will get the card. Normally, like I say, I like to ship out my cards within 2 to 3 days after an auction closes. That way the buyer gets the cards in a timely fashion, and everything is all good. That is pretty much all you need to know as far as bidding on cards on the Vintage Baseball card site. If any of you are ever having any problems getting to the Vintage card site, I would be glad to help you guys out. If you guys have any questions about bidding or how to bid, I would help you guys out there as well. That is pretty much all I'm going to roll out to you guys tonight on Vintage Card Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we'll get back into showing some cards that will be actually up for sale on the Vintage Baseball card site. So if you guys are interested in bidding on them, you guys will have that opportunity next week after I make the Vintage Baseball card video. Thanks guys, I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like and subscribe. We're rolling to 700 subscribers, and we do have some really good giveaways for 700 subscribers, so get your name in the hat for that. Thanks guys one more time. Be safe out there and happy collecting.